And your girl Cassandra Cain is down bad. She just lost her mom, Lady Shiva, who sacrificed herself so that Batgirl could get away and find help in Ben Turner and ask Ben Turner about the Jade Tiger. We were introduced to Ben Turner, who's just been living his life kind of like in recluse a little bit, like a hermit. And we see like everybody's gone. Lady Shiva's out doing what she does. Carolyn Wooson's killed. And Richard Dragon, we see the wheelchair there. We don't know where he is. And this is a reference to back when Richard Dragon was posing as if he was impaired in a wheelchair in order to train Vic Sage, who had a big ego on him at the time. But we don't know what his status is now. Maybe he does need the wheelchair, maybe he doesn't. We don't know. He's out in the world. And Ben Turner's just out here doing his hermit shit, and then here comes Batgirl on a horse telling him, hey, my mama's dead. What's up? First off, ma'am, this shit goes hard. Secondly, where'd you get the horse from? And Ben Turner is not even surprised. He's like, all right, you want some coffee or tea or something like that? And Batgirl's like, did you not hear what I said? He's like, no, I heard what you said. He tells Cassandra, I knew your mother well. I knew your aunt even better. Once upon a time, me, her, and Richard Dragon, we thought we could fucking save the world, and we tried to. But then we see what happened. Carolyn died. Your mom changed, and Richard Dragon, he just abandoned himself. Ben Turner saying that he reached those limits and he fell further than any of them. Now, could this be alluding to his time as the Bronze Tiger when he was brainwashed into being one of the League of Assassins and was actually one of her trainers that we're going to come to talk about in a bit? Or is this something else? We don't know. Ben's like, man, I don't mourn the death of Lady Shiva. I mourn the death of Cassandra Wooson. She died a long time ago and she was never your mom. Cassandra tells him, my mom was Wu Ming Yu before she was ever Cassandra Wooson. Shiva been forged in suffering. She was built for that shit, and she sacrificed herself to save me, and she sent me here to find you. And what are you fucking doing over here eating kicks? That's how I know you down bad, drinking tea. What is this? And Turner's like, don't go down this path, Cassandra, this vengeance, it ain't the way. I mean, sometimes it's the way. And Cassandra's like, you're the man that fucking helped David Cain train another killer. Me, motherfucker. You forget about that shit? And Bronze Tiger's like, I mean, that wasn't really me. I was brainwashed for the League of Assassins. You know that. But Cassandra's point, he did start her on this path. He helped build a monster. She tells Bronze Tiger, but it's your face I remember. We were both brainwashed. I'm still atoning for it. I don't know what the fuck you doing. Bronze Tiger's like, I tried, train some kids, saved the world a couple times, but I just, the nightmares don't stop. And Cassandra Cain's like, we do this shit because of the nightmares. What I love about this series is we know that she can read people and movements. Like, she knows what you're going to do before you do it, but she's also using it to read people's behaviors as well. She starts asking about the Jade Tiger. Ben Turner, Bronze Tiger, keeps deflecting, covers up. He avoids eye contact, so she asks again, why did my mom send me here? Like, you're hiding something. Who else lives here? There's tea for two here already. And now the more she pushes Bronze Tiger, the more she sees this dude is covering up even harder. He's sweating now. She's like, why am I here? Ben Turner's trying to convince her that her mother, Shiva, sent her on a fool's errand because that's who Shiva is. Even in death, it doesn't change anything. She wants to run your life, and that made Cassandra mad, so she decked that man across the face. Cassandra's telling him, you were once a great warrior, one of the best, and now you choose to hide and do nothing? I ain't hiding. Ben is doing a little bit of gaslighting here, but also speaking a little bit of truth like, this is life or death. Your mom just died, but Cassandra is still fucking fighting. He's telling her, you're mourning a complicated woman. I'm not your enemy, but Cassandra is seeing through the lies. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Look, sorry. Took me back a minute, but there's no vomit there yet, but he is hiding something. And she asks again after nailing him on the side of the head, like, what is the Jade Tiger? We then see Cassandra get tackled off of Ben Turner. There's a kid standing in front of her like, I don't know what you're doing here, but my dad never hurt anybody, so you best back the fuck up or the Jade Tiger's gonna make you. Ben Turner is saying his name like, then he stops and says, Jade Tiger, I thought you were in the mountains training. What are you doing here? You see that Jade Tiger has been trained by Ben Turner, his father, to protect the innocent. And Cassandra's like, you're the Jade Tiger. What the fuck is this? First of all, your dad never hurt anybody. He doesn't know? Your son doesn't know who you are. He thinks you're innocent? The things you've done? Hey kid, Bronze Tiger isn't innocent. Jade Tiger puts a hand on her shoulder and says, that's it. And then his dad says, hey, just so you know, Batgirl might be the best living fighter in the world. And Jade Tiger's like, nice, let's do this shit. And they get to scrapping with Cassandra kicking that dude out the fucking house. Batgirl goes to follow up but gets kicked in the fucking face. Jade Tiger's telling her, not bad. And then he sees her defense and offense coming right back. He's like, okay, even better. This dude is having fun and letting her know, this is fun. So, what's with the back get up? What's going on there? And she's letting them know, yo, you talk too much. But she can also see his training too, the fighting style that he's using. He's using Bronze Tiger. He's using Richard Dragon. Then she sees he's also using Lady Shiva. And that's when Cassandra Cain turns it the fuck up and is asking him, how do you know Lady Shiva? How are you able to use Lady Shiva? And she puts the beats on this kid. The combo was insane. It came with the fucking soft drink. She knocks him down and is asking, how do you know Lady Shiva? How do you know my mother? Jade Tiger's like, mother? Oh shit, Cassandra? And Bronze Tiger's trying to stop him. He calls him Tenji. He's like, yo, Tenji, don't. And he tells Cassandra who he is. He's like, my name's Tenji Turner. I've been waiting a long time to meet you. I'm the son of the world's two greatest heroes, Bronze Tiger and Lady Shiva. I'm your brother, Cassie. And Cassandra Cain says, the fuck? What? And now he's trying to get to know her, and we see here, for the first time, really, Cassandra Cain is now the one that covers up. And she evades the more he tries to talk to her. She is like, no. He's like, what do you mean no? I trained so hard hearing about how good you are. I've been waiting to meet you for so long. I practiced night and day for when we met. And though you might have caught me off guard, our mom wanted us to be ready. Sandra cannot hear this at the time, and she pushes him away. Just in time, one of the three assassins that are after her shows up. Legit saved by the fate she's about to run. Now, the first introduction we have to Tenji, I fucking like this guy because he's so lighthearted. He's like the antithesis to how Cassandra Cain was raised. But there are things that don't add up here too, because how does he think that Bronze Tiger and Lady Shiva most of all, were two of the world's greatest heroes? Now Shiva must have been there to train him, but I don't think that's her kid. I think he's the son of Ben Turner and Carolyn Wusan, Shiva's sister. Now the timing on that is tricky because David Cain killed Carolyn Wusan. Remember, he killed her because he felt that she was holding Lady Shiva back. Lady Shiva goes to get revenge, but sees that he was right, and she agrees to that proposition of helping him birth like the ultimate fighter child. But I'm to assume that Cassandra Cain is older. Only way they might be even maybe around the same age is if Ben Turner and Carolyn Wusan had a kid in secret right before she died. I'm really hoping that is the case because Ben Turner even said himself that he knew Carolyn Wusan even better than Shiva, and we know he had a huge crush on her and they were a bit of an item, as we saw in the retcon. So it doesn't make sense on why he and Shiva would have hooked up. I think this kid was lied to about who his actual mom is, and I'm hoping that it is actually Carolyn Wusan because at least then there's a piece of Carolyn Wusan that gets left around for Shiva. Not just for Shiva, but for Cassandra Cain as well, because then she gets a cousin, and as well as a little piece of her aunt that she never knew to hold on to. Just like Shiva gets a piece of her sister in Tenji to hold on to as well. I think that's the better move, and I hope that's actually the case. But I mean, I'm rocking with the design because I love his fit, I love the shoes, and his attitude. I like that it's brighter, and it's something that could be really used with Cassandra Cain and her line of work, which is so dreary at times. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of Tenji and to find out who his true mom actually is.